Everyone has a story. Sometimes our stories are full of sunshine and rainbows, and sometimes our stories have pain or sadness, but probably most of the time our stories are a mixture of all of those things.
No matter what your story is, where you've come from, or what has happened in your life, we believe in a God who is creator and who knows us and wants us to live a life full of light and comfort that comes from him.
That's right, yet there are many in the world who don't have the opportunity to live that life full of light and comfort. Well, every year, the fourth Sunday in September is set aside as the Salvation Army's International Day of Prayer for Victims of Human Trafficking, and it provides an important focal point for prayer to support people caught up in trafficking and those who work with survivors as well.
It is a day for the Salvation Army and friends around the world to lift their voices and corporately cry out for justice and freedom. And on Sunday, the 26th of September this year, we will reflect and pray on CAMSA Connect 2 as we do here today.
That's right. Well, the theme for this year's Day of Prayer is Beyond the Dark, and it's inspired by the message paraphrase of 1 Peter chapter 2. The verses from there say, "But you are the ones chosen by God, chosen for the high calling of priestly work, chosen to be a holy people, God's instruments to do his work and speak out for him, to tell others of the night and day difference he made for you, from nothing to something, from rejected to accepted."
Today, there are more than 40 million men, women and children worldwide impacted by modern slavery and human trafficking. Among these, more than 15 million are in forced marriages, more than 24 million are in forced labour situations, and about 30% of those exploited are children.
Well, as followers of Jesus, God has called the church to speak out against injustice and work towards justice for those experiencing oppression. The prayers and cries of individuals who are oppressed and exploited are heartfelt, of course, and God hears them, he knows their story. God cares about those who are oppressed and exploited, and of course we should care too.
In a moment, we're going to share a prayer that has been written by Jean Nangwala, a singer, poet and speaker from Zambia and creator of the Beyond the Dark global movement. But first, let us allow Jean to tell you all about the Beyond the Dark campaign.
Hi, my name is Jean Nangwala and I'm an intern with the Salvation Army International Social Justice Commission. I am the creator of the Beyond the Dark campaign. This campaign invites you to be an ally and fight against human trafficking and modern slavery. As we commemorate the annual Day of Prayer this weekend, we have curated spoken word prayers from 4 perspectives: the young children vulnerable to exploitation, the survivor who fear no one will fight for them, the frontline practitioners who dedicate their lives to working in the field, and the ally who ensures that marginalized voices are amplified. We invite you to join our global prayer movement this weekend by recording the commitment prayer and post it on your social media, as we stand together as the Salvation Army family to uplift and bring to light voices crying out from beyond the dark.
Well, as you've heard from Jean there, the International Salvation Army are asking people to record a prayer and post it on social media. So if you want to join in with that, you can find the link explaining what to do in the video description down below. But for now, let's share the prayer together as our commitment to not forget those whose stories are difficult and remember those people who are precious to God.
I hear the cries of daughters and sons beyond the dark, trafficked and enslaved for the profit of others. I stand with you. I see the next generation of vulnerable children targeted for the benefit of worldly pleasures. I will fight for you. I stand with frontline practitioners, advocating for the freedom of victims of oppression and walking alongside survivors. I acknowledge you. I lament for the ways I have knowingly and unknowingly contributed to modern slavery and human trafficking through my ignorance, my privilege, and my spending power. I refuse to be blind.
May my prayers and those of your people turn into action as we fight against injustice together.
We are not free until we all experience light.
Well, amen to that, and do continue praying, learning and taking action beyond this Sunday's Day of Prayer for Victims of Human Trafficking. God bless you.